Brought to you by...
We have entered an age, friends, where literally anyone, anywhere can do the things that we filmmakers have worked so hard to acquire the skills to be able to do. To some, these achievements in technology are viewed as godsend, to others, a curse. To me, they are somehow both. While making life far easier on me, sometimes I feel that the things I have worked so hard for have been for nothing, only to be bested by newcomers who can just fall into the industry now. Today's short film review focuses on a film who has taken this rise in ease of access, combined with some clear skill, and created an intriguingly short narrative completely in phone. Hello friends, welcome to another ETF short film review. Today's entry comes from Black Hell Productions and tells the story of a young man who finds himself locked in a drug-induced loop of time. At the tail end of world quarantine, what better time to find ourselves trapped in? Considering this entire movie was captured and composed using only a cell phone, both the cinematography and editing are quite strong. With a technique like this, you almost expect the film to have moments that possibly linger too long or are cut too short. But here everything feels tightly put together without flaws. I also assume some sort of gimbal was used, as the camera work is kept very fluid throughout. The choices of music fit pretty well and help provide a feeling of sophistication to the piece. However, as the plot progresses and information is revealed, the score becomes a little heavy-handed in my opinion, but it does still fit the visuals. The performance of our central character doesn't hold up as strong. It doesn't offer much more outside of basic actions that propel the plot forward. However, given that there's an emphasis on themes of drug use and isolation, it kind of makes sense. I thought it was pretty unique that the use of drugs kind of led us into a sort of trippy sci-fi time loop sequence. In short films especially, this idea is not usually played with, and for such a small, isolated, and experimental film to attempt such a thing was very elevating for its plot. Honestly, I can't say too much about this one without completely destroying it for you. I've probably said too much already. I think this is one that needs to be checked out. As I have said before, most short films these days follow basic guidelines and keep to similar styles, which are emulating popular films of today. It isn't often that we get to see a filmmaker try something different with a short format. Honestly, based on the types of films that I'm normally coming across, because of the risks it is willing to take, it almost elevated this one to a whole different level. One that I would equate to something like the Sunset Limited versus Inception. I do think that this one would have benefited from a more cinematic approach with proper lighting, a high-quality camera, and award-winning performances, but that isn't what this filmmaker was going for, and I commend them on their efforts. I'm giving Trapped In an A. I look forward to seeing more works from Black Hell Productions, and highly recommend checking this one out if you have the chance. To make it easy for you, I've linked it down in the description. This, for me, was a strong effort from a filmmaker who very clearly knows what he's trying to achieve, and despite a few flaws, it creates a solid atmosphere and plays well with a clash of themes mingling strongly together. This episode of ETF is brought to you by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community that offers opportunities to discover, learn, and teach from anywhere. With thousands of free classes for your career, passions, and everything in between, Skillshare empowers people to advance their careers, improve their lives, and pursue the work they love. And using our link down in the description, you can begin enhancing your skills with 2 free months of unlimited classes. Discover the future you have always wanted with Skillshare. Hey friends, thank you so much for watching. If you've been enjoying the content so far and you would like to help out the channel, please consider supporting ETF on Patreon, where every donation helps keep fresh content coming your way. If you would like to avoid that monthly commitment, fear not. ETF offers a few other ways for you to get involved and help out. Feel free to check out our merch store over at embracethefilm.com, where you can get your hands on a variety of official merchandise from t-shirts and phone cases to mugs and tote bags, so that you can show your love of ETF wherever you go. And lastly, if you would like to donate to the channel, but you would rather not do it monthly and maybe want to give a little more generously, we also have opened up a PayPal account, where all donations are put right back into making fresh content for you to enjoy. But that's all for today, friends. Until next time, stay safe and keep embracing film.